Hey guys, Pro here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So today we're back on Immortality Incremental. So it's been a few days since I've played this game on video anyway. However, I have been occasionally logging in and either grinding like the remnants from the beast hunt mode, or I've been just trying to, I can't even remember, maxing out runes I was doing at one point. I maxed out the Quasar rune inside of the, well, sorry, in between the last video, not inside of the last video. But since then and now, I've maxed that rune out. And then I did try and start to record a World 3 video, which we will be covering today. But sadly, my mic wasn't set up properly. And again, I only really just stood AFK on this. I only started the video, left this rolling for about an hour. Or probably not even that, to be honest, less than an hour. And then my mic was like all weird. So yeah, I'm not really too sure what happened there. But either way, we're back now. I do have a few of these already. I've not got any of this for that purpose because I was unsure. And then I bought some of these like crystal core things. Sorry, these like spirit roots they're called. And we are trying to get something decent. And we do want the heavenly roots. That would be ideal. But yeah, again, we didn't get it. So that's rather unfortunate. What we can do though is convert the, okay, we only convert one. And we don't get it either, so that's really unfortunate. Again, I don't really expect to get it. The odds are extremely low, but what we can do now then is start farming these, because I've purposely not done it. I was saving it all for the video, 1k per rune or mark even. So yeah, that's going to be extremely easy, and let's dive into it. So here we go, world number 3. I understand there's now world number 4 since the last video, which I believe came out today actually, if I'm not mistaken, about just under 2 hours ago right now. So again, this video will be out slightly late, but hey, at least you're getting a video, right? So yeah, we've got the Immortal realm, which we'll be checking out hopefully probably in 1 to 2 videos, and then we're up to date with this game, and whatever happens next does happen, and we'll be able to cover the content for it. All right, so we can get more luck, we can get more QI, we can get everything we need. We start this video on 244, which is not really too bad, to be honest. But again, we've got a ton of progress to make. We do need to get to 250 for the next body morph. So we'll see if we can get there fairly soon. 245 already, which is a good start. And yeah, we're not off to a bad start at all. All right, so we are auto-clicking as always. I mean, I always say if you're new to the channel, you should always have an auto-clicker if you can. And yeah, just try and get one. If you can't, then unfortunate, I guess, but yeah, just try to get one. And now we will just get everything up to 1 million, I think, and then we'll just start spamming runes. I don't know why we'll do it for 1 million, but sure, I guess we might as well. And then yeah, we'll just spam the marks at that point. I know we'll probably get more benefits from opening the marks first, but you know, I just want to do it this way, which is not the way to do it. So open the marks first and then get the upgrades, but you know, just hey, whatever. All right, so we'll go up to 1 mil. I think that's a decent amount. And there we go, slightly above it right now. And now we can come over to here. We can open up a ton of these. In fact, we've actually opened them up all already. So, all right, so we've got this rune right here right now. And we do have, ooh. Whoa. That's such a good change. That's actually an amazing change, in fact. I really like that one personally. It shows how many more of the rune you need in order to max it, or sorry, the total amount to max it. My apologies. So really good update. Really do like that feature. That's such a positive change and a good change, because you can just get a grasp of how much left you need, or how many you need in total, sorry. And yeah, that's a really solid change. So shout out to the devs for that one. I personally a big fan of that change, and I think every incremental game should have that, because I mean, it's the devs know the knowledge. They know the maximum. Just let us know without going to like a Trello or anything like that, any form of guide. Just show us in the game. It will make life significantly easier. All right, so we'll go up to 20 on this one on the left side, and then there we go. We'll now just spam a bunch of these. We'll probably go up to 1 billion, I think. No, actually, that's way too excessive. We'll go up to 100 mil. I know I can buy some upgrades at that point, but we'll just get some more marks. So let's come over to here then and see what we do get. And we actually get 7 seeds this time around. So 5 million of the seed to max. Rather interesting. So we'll continue to grind this out then. So we've got everything we need at the moment. People always ask me as well, I never show my marks of unity. So you need 35k of this one to max it. We've maxed out the stranger. The friend needs 10k, so we're about 10% really. I mean, that one's about a third roughly, just over it slightly. This one's about 10%. Again, this one's slightly about 10%. That's about 15% if you want to be precise. And we are 80% on this one, which is insane. I actually got 2 more of these from the last time I checked. So we're nearly close to maxing the legend mark out. So hopefully we can get that one fairly soon, because that would be amazing if we can. And yeah, people ask me, why do I not show that? I'm not really hiding anything. I just don't really think to show it, to be honest. But there you go, fully transparent as always, as you would expect on this channel. I tell it as it is. There's no reason not to. And yeah, there's just no reason of hiding things or faking things. So, you know, it's just what it is. So again, completely free to play. No, nothing's been bought. If anything is obtained on this account, someone's gifted it to me without my knowledge, and that hasn't been the case, luckily. So yeah, we're still completely free to play. So that's all good. And now we can go up to probably 1 billion. Yeah, nice. All right, so we'll try and get to 250 right now. We do need one more realm level. And then as soon as we can get that, I think we will do that body morph and just see what we get for it, like reward wise. And hopefully the benefits of doing it are good, because we definitely need it. Ideally, it gives me like 10 billion more damage. And then at that case, we will be able to just get to a really high beast realm, which again will give me more of the boosts, which is absolutely insane. So we do need to get them. We can just probably we'll go for 2.4 bill, and then we'll buy both of those upgrades, and then we should be good to go, I think. In fact, let's buy this one first whilst we're there. I know it's a bit controversial, but you know, it's just what it is. So yeah, we'll buy that one first. We can now go up to 2.4 bill. Definitely buy these 2 other upgrades, and then we will save up a decent amount for some marks and hope that we do get some new marks. Really, we need the seed mark. Hopefully we can get that. We'll go up to 2.5 bill. I think that's a solid amount initially. Again, it's just going to open everything up immediately. So we'll actually turn these on. I forgot I even had those. Someone said in the comments that you can pause them, so shout out to whoever said that. So we can just step on the rune, pause, and like turn on and off the potions. So yeah, really, really good stuff right there. Okay, so seed, we have 133 out of 5 million. We are not anywhere near that. And now we should check out the ash. So you need 50 SP, which is definitely something I don't have. And now we're not even near any of that, actually. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. We definitely need the body morph. All right, so let's just come over to here. Can we get any luck with this? Not really. And can we buy any of these? We can actually get this. All right, cool. I did not even realize. So yeah, we could have passively been gaining this the whole time. And yeah, we just weren't. All right, let's just get to 5 bill, because we can get the quasar boost, and then it just gives us 69 times boost for what we have, I guess, or just in general. And yeah, we definitely do need that. So sadly, my mouse was just slightly off the button, as it must have shifted when I removed my hand from it. And yeah, we're glad I noticed, because otherwise I'd have just talked forever and we would have gained 0. All right, so we've got what we need right there. We are now gaining an insane amount, to be honest. So really, really good stuff right there. Let's just go up to 100 bill. We'll buy nothing because we're off back to spawn, and I'm doing the body morph before I forget. So here we are. We're back to spawn right now. We can make our way over to here, see what we've got going on, and now we should be able to get this one. So 3x the new currency, more manual luck, and a slight boost to the beast core chances. So all really, really good upgrades. We'll definitely be going for this one. Well, we're getting it. We're not going for it. We're getting it. And there we go, guys. So we've picked it up. Really, really good stuff. And now we can actually work towards the next one, which is 275, which gives us 10x the ash and a bunch of the upgrades for the miasma. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. All right, so all really solid. Let's go back to, actually, what do we even need? We'll put this one on and just quickly check. Ooh, that's definitely a lot worse than what it was a second ago, I'm sure. Or did I have this one on? What's gone wrong? Oh, I have no idea. I'm sure it's quicker than that. Maybe I'm just tripping, but I'm absolutely certain it was faster than that one. All right, so we're back to here now. We just need to just grind everything out again from the previous worlds, because unfortunately for me in this case, these are not automated and we do have to do it manually. So we will just quickly get these done. It shouldn't really take too long because all of my marks are maxed in this area, so that's nice at least. And we can just grind out a ton of those. So now we should just be able to max these out, hopefully really quickly. Yeah, nice. It's mostly a one shot of everything right there. So now we can come over to here, just get a bunch of these going again as well. And there we go. So all really solid to see. And now we're nearly there for the max level of the QI, quintillion, I believe it is. Well, it would be because it's QI. So yeah, I don't know why it's, I don't even know. I'm not good. I can't even think. I can't even comprehend what I want to say. My brain's just off today. All right, so let's get this final set of upgrades right here then. I don't think we can afford this one ever, or at least for the foreseeable future. It's just really expensive, and yeah, it's just not really going to be happening at the moment. So back over to here then, we can now go for these. Boom, boom, max everything out really. Get the maximum radius, get a few more of these upgrades, and get pretty much everything we need straight away. So we're off to a really good start, at least in my opinion, for this new area, or for this world again. I'll just get this final upgrade. I don't know how far away we are from it. Let's quickly just check. So we're about just slightly past halfway. And now yeah, I can't be bothered, just being honest. All right, let's get these then. More stars, which is ideal. And there we go, we got the damage boost. So that's why we were doing less damage a second ago, and now it all makes sense. So back to here then, we can now just quickly pick up a few of these. I know we need to go up to like 15 QID next, but we're not doing that because it's just not going to be worth my time realistically at the moment. And we accidentally go back through the portal, and now we just get ping-ponging back and forth between the worlds. All right, so we do now have a massive boost to these. These are slightly easier, it seems, by about a quarter. So they got about 20% easier, it seems. Sorry, 25% easier by the look of it. And we'll take it because, you know, we need it. All right, so let's just get these then. We're up to a decent amount right now. We'll just get everything up to 1 trillion. And there we are with those. Those two are still unrealistic. And the damage cap one will be really good because we just need more damage realistically to get to the higher beast modes as zone levels for the like previous milestones in the second world. So we'll see what we can do with those ones. And now I think let's just open up a bunch of the marks in just a second. We'll get the 5 trill upgrade and then probably get the next one afterwards, 10 trill. And then we will just buy some runes, I think. And that should hopefully put us in a decent position because we definitely need to get more of the mark, the seed mark, that's the one. All right, so let's go up to 10 trill, pretty easy to get to. Again, it's not necessarily difficult, it just takes a second. And there we go. So we've actually, okay, let's see what's going on. So we are able to pretty much open these, not infinitely, but yeah, nowhere near infinitely. But again, it's still progress. We can get a few more. We've managed to max this one out, which is pretty good. And now we just need to get to 100 billion of that one, which again is not really realistic at the moment. So we'll just grind out a bunch more of the more miasma upgrade, and then we can just get to where we need to be. I do want to try and get it to 50 as soon as we can, to be honest, because that would be quite good. Again, we just need 4 more levels, 3 more levels right now. So we'll probably go up to this upgrade first, and now I'll just buy some more marks, I think, because we are well into the QA. Actually, let's just go up to the next one, which I believe is QI, if I'm not mistaken, or QD. I don't even remember, but anyway, it's one of the two. Yeah, QI. So there we go. So we'll go up to 1 QI. We'll buy this upgrade first, and then we will probably just catch up the other upgrades in a bit because it doesn't really change too much at the minute. We need 275. We're currently on 254. So yeah, we'll just leave that as it is for the time being because yeah, it doesn't really change too much. All right, so we've got a decent amount right now. Let's come over to here. Let's buy these, and we do actually get the vein and the bloom. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Slight boost to damage, which is nice. More miasma, a bit of luck and everything else. More QI. Oh, a remnants boost, really solid right there, and stars as well, which is nice because it means that I'm able to get my other upgrades that I couldn't afford previously. So we'll just grind out a bunch of these. I think, yeah, we can actually get these right now. I did forget about these upgrades, so we'll save up a decent amount. We'll just get whatever we can afford. We'll go up to the upgrades over here to where they surpass the amount of 25 QI, and then we'll buy the damage one, I think, and then we can just buy a ton of marks, and we are pretty much all good to go. All right, cool. So we'll get this upgrade. We'll buy the damage one afterwards, and then we will probably go up to about 25 QI again, and then at that point we should be able to get a ton of marks, and yeah, we're pretty much all good to go right there. So over to here then, we can now actually get more manual luck as well. So we'll grind out 75 QI so we can buy this one first, as I nearly bought the more QI by accident. My mouse nearly misclicked, and yeah, we'll go up to it again. And now as soon as we buy this one, we'll turn this off, get this, and there we go. And now we can just buy, well, save up 25 QI, I think, and then we can buy a ton of marks. And hopefully we get some really good marks. All right, let's turn the potions back on. I did forget. And now here we go. And nice, not too bad, right? Not too bad. So we'll pause the potions again. We may as well do it. I can't even afford the marks infinitely, so there's no point of just keeping them running, as we will just be wasting our resources. So over here then, we've got a 1 in 92k, which is still really high, to be honest. It does give us 3x remnants, more mark speed and more damage, and a few other upgrades. So all really, really good to get, and definitely upgrades we do need. And hopefully we can get that inside of this video. But for now, I don't think we can quite yet. Okay, we'll go up to 50 QI, sorry, 150 QI. And then we should be able to buy 2 levels of the more miasma. I might as well just buy it now. I don't know why I didn't. And now I think we'll get the more luck up to, yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's just buy this and this. All right, really solid. 261 right now. We're a transcendent apex. So yeah, not too bad, right? And now we can buy the middle upgrade for more luck. We'll try and get these to 50 of each. It will just take a minute. It is quite expensive. Actually, let's just buy some more marks. All right, so we'll just get some more marks. We can't really get too much else right now. And back over to here then. What I do want to quickly do is go back to the second world. And I do want to check the beast board over here, the beast milestones. So what do we actually get? We really need to get to stage 150. I actually think we try and get it. Is that realistic? That is the question. Time will soon tell, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so over here we've got some of these. We could buy maybe some of this, but I don't know. We'll just have to decide whether that's worth it or not. But for now, let's just focus on what we can do. And we absolutely need more remnants and damage upgrades. So let's just go to... Is that on or off? It's on. All right, let's just make sure. So right, okay, let's go to here then. And now, yeah, we're absolutely crushing it right now. Really good stuff to see. We do get a greater beast core right there, which is what we need for the spirit roots. And now we can try and push up to at least 125 surely. I don't think we can, because I just don't think we'll personally deal the damage. Maybe we can actually. All right. I mean, this level is like absolutely easy, so that's good. I mean, eventually it will start slowing down. That's the issue. I mean, 116 is just a walk in the park, which is amazing because it's exactly what you want when you play this game. You just want to squash the bear in this case. So we are destroying the greater bear right now. And now I think we can easily... I mean, I don't know. It's going to be close, okay? It's absolutely going to be close. We can't get this one yet. We're still quite far away from it. We're slightly past halfway, basically. And yeah, as long as you can do it in the 32.5 seconds and get to 5 kills, you're pretty much good to go, right? You're pretty much good to go. So I think we should be able to do it. I'd be quite surprised if we can't now, unless the next few levels just go absolutely insane and are borderline impossible, which we'll just have to see. All right, so we just need to get 5 defeats by the time the timer remaining sets 32.5, and then in that case we're good to go. Ideally 32.4, just to be on the safer side with that 0.1 second each way. And then yeah, that's where we need to be. So I think this one is going to be okay. I think we should be able to do this. Okay, it has slowed down a little bit. Oh, we just got 2 legends. We just got a ton of marks. Wait, we just maxed out the legend mark, I think. We did indeed, guys. We did indeed. So really lucky right there. Nice stuff. More remnants, which is ideal. And yeah, shout out to whoever got those. I don't think it says, but yeah, shout out to whoever that was or wherever they did come from. All right, so next up on the list, we can just keep grinding. And now I think let's go to here then. We do need to get to 125. I can't even remember what it does. What does it even do? I mean, let's just quickly check. And I go to the wrong world. Classic. So yeah, let's go to this world right now. I wish you could boost remnants for Jade. That would just be insane, but unfortunately you can't. And we do get Mark Clone. So it's not like bad, but it's not anything. I mean, the Mark Clone is really good, actually. We'll take that. The Mark Clone is insane. The Quasar is useless for me at this stage because we're all fully maxed. And yeah, we'll just have to really get there. So all right, let's keep going then. We do manage to pass this stage because we did it before the halfway mark. And yeah, we may as well just try and get this rune clone. Sorry, Mark clone as they're called in this one. And we'll just have to see what happens. So there we go, 9 out of 10. We just need that final kill right now. And there we go. So 10 out of 10. We can now move on to stage 123. I don't know if you have to defeat 125 or whether you just have to get to that stage. And if you have to defeat it, then it might be a bit harder than anticipated, but it shouldn't really be too bad, right? I don't think. So now we can just keep going. We are able to get this stage done. I think maybe we'll get to 124 and then fail 124. But again, we'll just have to really see. So here we go. We are getting to the next stage right now. And then soon enough, we will be able to see the moment of truth. And hopefully we are good to go. So fingers crossed. I think we should be fine. And let's see. So here we go. Interesting amount of health. Okay. This is rather difficult for where I am in the game. I'm sure some of you guys would just steamroll this level and have done. But for where I am, it is rather difficult. Okay. It's rather difficult. Okay, so we are closing in on the halfway mark. We just need to get this defeat. Okay, we can just do it, I think. I think we'll have about less than a second remaining. It's going to be extremely close. I think we'll genuinely have less than a second remaining. I think 0.4 if you want to be precise, from what I believe it might be the case. So it's something along the lines of that. So yeah, it's going to be extremely close. I think it should happen. Come on, game, please. Come on, don't let me down. This is intense. Come on, and we did it. Insane. 0.8 remaining or whatever it was. So good stuff right there. Let's now go ahead and swap to this one and just move on, because yeah, we're just not able to really farm this stage really quickly. We may as well just drop down to back to at least what's realistic and see what we can one-shot. And in this case, we can one-shot this guy. And yeah, or we can just go back to this one, sorry, and just several shot this guy. Is this quicker or slower? So 10.61, 11 point. All right, let's just go back to this one. Yeah, it's definitely quicker to just grind this. I do need remnants more than beast cores. I know beast cores are important for the spirit roots, but for now, we just need more remnants to get to the damage, where I can one-shot the bear at level. Oh, nice, we take those. Let's try and max this out, because this is a lot easier now because we got the marks that give me the boosts. So yeah, we're nearly there and we did it. Cool. All right, so all really good stuff. Let's come over to here then. We need 150 for the next milestone, which is completely unrealistic, to be honest. For me at the moment, that's just not going to happen. And now let's get back to the grind. and nearly go through the portal again in error. Okay, we've got a decent amount of upgrades. We'll just buy whatever we can afford. We'll just spam a bunch of this. I think we will probably just go up to 2 SX again and then just spam marks because we need marks. And marks should hopefully boost our overall miasma gain, which is ideal because we need more miasma. And I think the best way to do that is to just hopefully spam a bunch of marks. And then at that point, we should hopefully be what we should just be able to get where we need to be. All right, now let's see what we can get. We can get a decent amount. Let's turn the potions back on. And now we do get a ton of them right there. So a decent amount, we'll take it, put the potions back on pause because again, I can't even really afford too many. There's no point of wasting the potions. We've managed to max out the rot brand rune, or mark even. And that gives us more manual luck. We can now get the vein and the bloom again, and we need a ton of them. All right, so back over to here then. It's 1 in 60k. I believe this was originally a 1 in 50k, so it's not too much harder to get, I guess. But we can get more manual luck over on this side. Let's do that then right there. And now it brings it down to a 1 in 41. What I'm going to do is we are going to be clicking away in the distance. Whatever we get, we will be spending on marks. I'm just going to leave this running. I do want to see whether we can get the... Let's just try and set it up so it's really easy to tell. All right, so there we go. So we've got everything running. I'm just going to leave the game running for a little bit. Hopefully we can get the 1 in 41k. Again, it's just luck of the draw to whether you're lucky enough to get it or not. If you do, fantastic. If not, then better luck next time, I guess. So yeah, we'll just leave this running for the moment. We are gaining the miasma in the background. We'll open up a ton of marks and just buy several upgrades momentarily. And again, we'll just see what we can get from it. So I'll see you guys in just a second. And hopefully we get the next manual luck boost. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. So that's actually quite annoying because it would have been nice if we could and get the boosts that we definitely need. Unfortunately, we didn't. And what we'll do then is we'll buy this first and then we can just buy a bunch of marks. Let's turn the boosts back on for just a second. And there we go. We get a decent amount. So we'll pause everything again. Everything's now fully paused. And the bloom is slowly increasing by a little bit. It's not really going up as quick as I expected. But again, it's slowly but surely going up. So now what we should actually look at doing is coming over to here. Do we have this yet? No, we don't. We need SP. It's not SX, it's SP. All right, let's start grinding these out then. I think we'll get a few upgrades. It is definitely slowing down. We really need this. I think that would help us out a lot. Okay, 15 for the next one. We'll definitely buy this first, and then that's fine. And now 78. We'll quickly just grind out 78 SX. And then I think once we have that, we can try again for the next one. The manual luck upgrade thing. I don't know whether we will get it or not. That's the moment of truth. But we can only try, surely. So we'll see what we get. We definitely need some more luck levels. We do need 275 realm level. And then as soon as we get that, we can try and get to the next body morph. And then we should be good right there. What do we actually get for the next one? Let's quickly go and check. This is somewhat automated, remember? So it's not like I need to be here. It's not as quick as me auto-clicking it. But again, something's better than nothing. And yeah, we'll take it. So it's a bunch of upgrades, double luck. Sorry, more QI and more luck. So not too bad, I guess. More ash, which is quite good. Because we'll be needing that fairly soon, I'm sure. Which we are not quite there yet. Alright, so 78 miasma. We definitely need a lot more, or to get to that point, 78 SX in fact. And yeah, we're not too far away. We've passed the 2/3 mark. My brain is just not working when it comes to numbers today. And then now, yeah, we're nearly there right now. Not too long more to go. And any second we will be there. And we will see how good of an increase we have from these several upgrades. Alright, so we've got what we need. We can now come over to here. It's now 1 in 24k. So again, it's not anything to write home about. we just need to get it. And then we need to get the next one and the next one. All right, let me plug my mouse in. I'll leave this running for just a bit longer. Again, not anything too crazy because this video needs to really be out today, because I didn't post one yesterday and I would like to post more regularly, and I would rather not sit on videos if I don't really have to. So yeah. All right, so I'm just sorting my desk out. We are generating things in the background. The right side of the screen does show the... I've got so many cables on my desk, I don't even know what half of them are. Interesting. Anyway, that's a me problem and not anything to do with this video. Alright, let's turn the auto clicker off before I accidentally start clicking all over the screen and upgrading more luck, which would be not that too bad, but it's not really what I'm after right now. And yeah, we do need to try and get this one. It would be really, really good if we can. I just think it's... Can we click this through here? No, you can't. Alright. At least you can only try it. You can only try it. You can only try. So yeah, I'll leave this running. I'll give it about 10 minutes or so. 6 to 10 minutes, depending on how long it takes. We'll just see. And we'll come back and hopefully we have the next manual. Alright guys, so it's been 6 minutes. We don't seem to have it, unfortunately, which is still again rather surprising, because surely you would have thought that at least I might have had a chance to get it. Well, of course I had a chance to get it, but I guess that chance just wasn't good enough. And in this case, we unfortunately go home empty-handed, because, you know, it's just not meant to be in this case. So what we do then is we upgrade the miasma upgrades. I think we get those. Nice. And we can't buy the manual luck, so we won't be doing that one. We could buy these, but I'm just going to open marks, I think. And we actually get the worm moon, which is a new one, and that does give us more miasma. All right, so we need more vein. We need a ton of vein, in fact, and we have to try and get that. Over to here then, we still need 50 SP, which is still a lot actually, because it's of course 1000 SX for 1 SP, and then we need 50 of that. So basically we need 50,000 SX, and we currently have 60. So yeah, we're not really too close to that one, unfortunately. It would be easier if I had a manual luck upgrade, or potentially we can try to maybe... I don't even know if we can, honestly. Alright, that's maximum cope. That's probably not really the best idea. Definitely not the smartest idea, but for sure that wasn't. But again, it's just what it is. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. For some reason I'm not getting any beast cores. Sorry, remnants. Do I not get remnants anymore? Oh wait, we just got some. Do I only get them from this stage now? Or was it just bugged? I guess it was bugged. Yeah, interesting. So I guess that just bugged out for a second, because it definitely wasn't showing any. Or if I was getting them, they were invisible. And yeah, there's a duck here, whatever that is. I don't even know. But yeah, it's just a random duck. Alright, so let's just try and decide then. I feel that I'm not necessarily stuck, but progress has significantly slowed down and been reduced. Maybe we need one of these. I mean, it'd be good to get this upgrade. That'll actually be really worth it. I should probably go for those. How long would that take? We need 10 of them. Sorry, we need 16 of them. And it's not really too bad, right? I know it's a 4%, which isn't the greatest odds, but they're definitely not the worst odds either. Is it better to grind this one or to do this, where you have a higher chance, but then you need 100 of these to make one? I think personally it's probably better just to chance it. maybe. I don't really know. I'm not really too sure. But look, it does give us some more miasma and it gives us more remnants. Maybe I'll decide this one in a bit because, yeah, for now, we just need marks and I just need progress, which I feel that I'm not really getting, unfortunately. We can't get this, which is annoying. I mean, we can work towards these at least. So yeah, what are we on? 57 to 54. We'll try and get this one caught up to 57. It would just take a minute or two. We just need a few more upgrades. Again, we are getting miasma a little bit quicker now. Again, it's not anything to go crazy about. And now we can just get those two right there. We need 150 to get to the same level as more luck. We're currently on 266 in terms of realm levels. And we have a long way to go. We need 275 for the next morph. We need a ton of the SP, sorry, we need a ton of miasma to get to the SP. And yeah, we just have to, I guess, grind it out. I think the play then to go forward is to get this first upgrade right here for 469, which will take us from level 67 to 68. And then maybe we just farm a ton of runes or marks. Who knows? I don't really know. I feel trapped because the luck just isn't on my side. 390 for this upgrade, which is tempting to go for, but I think it makes sense to just get more miasma to begin with, because I feel that my marks are slowing me down. What we could actually check is we can go back to the Mark of Insight and we can see if we can get this one. We need 10 of them to max it. I don't know whether we can or not. Maybe that will help us out. I just had a thought about this. I don't know why, but I did. And we need UD, which is not really where I'm at the moment. Definitely not where I am. We have 9 clone at least, which is pretty good. And yeah, we just are not really close to where I need to be. Unfortunate. Rather unfortunate, to be honest. So we've maxed every rune out up to the one we are now on. Apart from this. We just still can't quite unlock this one as of yet, but we are opening a ton of marks, which is giving me more marks per second. So you can see right here, we are now nearly into the UD territory. Well, we are actually into UD. You can see it's just increasing our marks per second anyway. So in this case, we may as well just spam this to just try and get to a decent marks per second. And I think that is probably the play we go for. I know it doesn't really change much in terms of the overall progress of where I am, but maybe it gives me one of them. And if it does, then it'll all be worth it, right? It'll all be worth it. But again, I think 1000 DC, I believe, is 1 UD, if I'm not mistaken. It will take me ages to get there to check that. We'll just get the next upgrade from it. So 100 MPS to... what did we go up to? We've not even got it yet. Yeah, okay, this is already slowing down. 110. All right, we'll just leave that be for now. It's something I can do off camera. Otherwise, we'll just be here forever, really. We'll just buy this upgrade whilst we can afford it. We are gaining almost 1 SX per click right now, which isn't too bad. It's not ideal. I'd rather get at least 1 SX per click because then it just makes it a bit easier. We only need 1,000 clicks in that case. And then, yeah, we need to do that 50 more times. So 50,000 clicks to get there, which doesn't seem too bad. I mean, it does, but let's not beat around the bush. And now we will definitely buy the manual luck upgrade in just a second. Actually, let's just buy it when we can afford it. 390, we're pretty much there right now. And there we go. Ooh, there we go. And let's see what it takes that down to. I think it was 24k before. 20. So it's a 1 in 20k. I wish it was a 1 in 20. That would be really nice. Like, what is 1 in 14? That's what we need. All right, so it's a 1 in 20k. We're still not quite there yet with it. It'd be good if we can get it. I don't think we will anytime soon, though. let's go up to 1 SP for the very first time. And let's buy a ton of marks with that 1 SP. And hope that we get a decent boost to miasma. Because realistically, progress is almost stalled at this point. That's how slow it seems. And yeah, it's just really, really slow. It's really, really slow. So we're about a third of the way there, which is not too bad. We do need to go up to that 1 SP. And then I'm going to buy a ton of marks. Hope we get a really good boost to it. Maybe even like 3x per click or something. That would be really, really helpful. Because it just means we get a big boost to where we are now, which is what I need the most. And again, we'll just have to see. We do still have the potions. We're up to 267 right now in terms of the realm level, which is pretty good. We need 8 more levels in order to get to where we need to be. And then we can get to the next body morph, which will give me more miasma upgrades, I believe it was. Or maybe we just got that one. I can't even remember. I think it might have been the one we already got. Either way, it will help us out. So we're up to 850 right now, which is pretty close to where we need to be. We can just keep clicking away. We've hit the 90% mark right now, nearly at 95 already. I mean, it's not necessarily too slow, right? It's just not at a pace I'd like it to be, especially for a video. All right, let's turn the luck back on and stuff with the potions. And there we go. So we get a few upgrades. We get a few marks. It's not really anything crazy. And we did get a bit of a boost right here. We get a slight boost to this one and 0.1 increase on this one, I believe. So all in all, it's not ideal, but again, it's not necessarily terrible. We need some ash. Ash would be really nice, and we do need to get there. All right, let's start clicking away. We may as well just stand on the button just in case we get the 1 in 20k boost, and we'll just have to see. So I'm going to leave this running for a bit. This video is late anyway, so I guess when it's late already. It doesn't make a difference if it's 2 minutes late or 10 minutes late. It's still late. You're there or you're not. We'll grind out a ton of these. I do want to try to get to... Oh, we just got it, guys. Wait. Nice. We just got it. Really, really good to see. All right, so now we can move it down to the next one. And then we'll just leave this at the top so we know whether we get it or not. If I can. It's really like buggy because of the button. Let's just step off the button for a second and position this correctly. There we go. All right, so now we just need this one, which is 143k. We did get a bit of a boost to SX, sorry, to our miasma gain, which is nice because it's exactly what we do need right there. And now we can definitely go for the next miasma upgrade, I think, which would be pretty good because it will help me out. We're nearly up to 1 SP again, which is good because the first upgrade, well, the next miasma upgrade is 1 SP. So there we are with that one. And now we just need to keep grinding, really. So again, it's a bit slower than last world, which is expected. I know I had a few comments saying that this world is a nightmare, but I personally don't think it's too bad. It definitely could be worse. There's definitely been worse grinds on games that I've had compared to this. It is definitely much slower than before, but again, it's expected. This was once the end game, and of course the end game isn't just going to be you complete it within 3 seconds. All right, let's keep going then. We will buy a few of these. We just need to go up to 50 SP. That would be nice. I do want... This would be really good. They would be really good as well. That would be ideal, but it's a 0.01% chance, which is just absolutely insane, to be honest. So yeah, we'll just open a few of these. I might just even stand on the button. Is this even worth it? I mean, 12.3 right now, and then 3.1. So we are gaining more miasma by the second. So, I mean... Is it really changing too much? Yes, it slowly is adding more and more. So maybe we just AFK this for a bit. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. I know it's a bit odd. Okay, that's not good. What we can do then is probably this. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Are we clicking this? Can you even click this? Yeah, you can. Alright, cool. So I'll leave this running for a bit. We're just going to open up a bunch of runes. I think we can get to a decent amount from this. It's, again, probably the best thing we could do at the moment. I think we're up to, what, 4.08? So yeah, we're definitely getting an increase at least. It's not like it's all a waste of time. So I'll leave this running for probably about 10 minutes or so. I'll bring you guys back in once we get to a decent amount. Hopefully we can get close to 10 SX per click, which would be really nice. Whether we can or not is a different story. But again, we'll see what happens. I'll bring you guys back in fairly soon, and we will go from there. All right, guys, so I'm back. I did get kicked, I think, for AFK, or it did relog me or something. I'm not really too sure what happened. But anyway, let's check out what we did get and see where we are. So 12.67, actually not too bad at all. What I'm tempted to do is I'm actually tempted to save up for 50 SP and then start the Ash upgrades. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll just get this one right here quickly. Nice, that's not a bad upgrade at all. We'll probably get the 4.66. Maybe we just keep going until we just can't get the upgrades anymore, or maybe it surpasses 50 SP, because 50 SP isn't really too bad at all to get to. So yeah, maybe we just buy this one and then just start saving up, because I mean, we're already 10% of the way there pretty much, and yeah, we might as well do that. All right, that's a good idea. So we'll quickly get to 50 SP. It'll take like a few minutes. I've still got my potions on by accident. Oops. And yeah, we'll do a quick rune check, actually, mark check. So miasma, and we did max out the rot brand. The vein is looking pretty good, and the other ones are slowly but surely making their way up there as well. So a bit of an upgrade, definitely worth it in terms of overall miasma gain, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So again, we'll go up to this 50 SP mark. We're about 10% of the way there right now. Let's just buy that for the sake of it. And now let's just step onto here. Oh, did not mean to do that. So yeah, it's a 1 in 119,000. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. We may as well just stand on this whilst we get up to 50 SP. And then I'll bring you guys back in about a minute or two once we do have 50 SP. So we're nearly there right now, which is good. I just got back in perfect timing, really. So here we go, and we've now hit 50 SP. So let's check out this Ash then. It looks like you get a certain amount per second, and then you can just buy the upgrades for the Ash, which is pretty good. It reminds me of, I forgot what it was even called, Stardust, I believe, in Omega Rarities 2. And yeah, the more you convert, the higher rate your Ashes. So let's just do the minimum, because we just need some. And now I think we will just simply start going for whatever we can afford, really. Let's just get the more Ash to begin with, as it takes Ash to make Ash. And now you can see we did get a bit of a boost right there. We'll go for this to begin with as well. We'll just rotate between these two, really, buy whatever is the cheapest, and then it should just mean it's a bit easier to get back up to where we were just a second ago. So pretty good. We're off to a good start. I believe this is the Ash mark, which it is. 1 million. All right. So that should probably give me some miasma as well, I'd imagine. And then it'll just make it easier to, of course, get going forward. Over here then, we did have all of our upgrades reset. We may as well just quickly get a few of these levels back, because we do need them regardless. And yeah, they're there to get. So I wonder if the miasma, sorry, the reset over here, whether it the Ash upgrade, sorry, that's the one. I wonder whether that reset the previous world. I mean, if it did, it's not too detrimental, I guess, because I mean, ultimately we do just need to max it out again anyway. It takes like a few minutes now. So let's just quickly go back and check, because if it isn't, yeah, so we just need to max this out again. It takes like a minute. It's not really too bad. We may as well just try and get to the next areas quickly as we can. We'll just buy whatever we can afford right there. There we go. We'll just click from afar, buy these, one shot most of them, well, half of them it seems. So yeah, we'll buy these, get this, get a few of these upgrades, get more of these, convert, boom boom, and now we are good to go by the look of it. So all really good. We'll buy the quasar in the background, max that out as well, get the star boost, get the lucky stars, get the capacity, and so on. and now we can just work on the more QI and the more luck, and there we go. So we've maxed out the capacity for the first time. I don't think that one's ever been maxed before for me personally, and yeah, easy, light work. All right, so all good stuff right there. Just making sure I'm actually recording, which I am, as that would have been a disaster if I wasn't, and I would have not been happy. We're up to 1 SX again, which is pretty good. And now what are we missing? Oh, upgrades. All right, so yeah, there we go. So we're nearly back to a decent amount again. We're up to 18 SX right now, which isn't too bad. And we'll just go up to probably 1 SP. We'll get this upgrade. We'll go back to where we were just a second ago. Actually, I just bought the wrong one by accident. That's why it's sometimes bad to just leave your auto clicker on when you suddenly misclick and waste everything. All right, so 49 SX per click, which is really, really good to see. We can buy the upgrade we just got a moment ago in the previous run before we got the Ash. And talking about Ash, let's just get the more Ash upgrade whilst I remember. We now need 293. We'll get the more miasma for the sake of it, and I'm not really too bothered about these ones at the moment. We just need more Ash and more miasma, so we'll go for those. Let's just open up a ton of these. I should have probably just used my potions or just waited in general, so yeah, probably not the best use of resources right there, but nevertheless we do get what we need, and runes are runes, or marks are marks, whatever you want to call them. They're the same thing, right? They're the same thing. Alright, so there we go. We can now get a decent amount again. We'll go up to 46 SP. We'll buy this next upgrade. And then I think what we will do is we'll go to probably 100 SP this time. Get this upgrade again. And then probably go back up to 100 SP again. And then we will see what we can do in terms of Ash conversion. Or maybe we get some marks to begin with. And then we do decide to probably get some Ash afterwards. I don't know. There's so many different options. We're nearly up to 1 SP per click. One more set of upgrades and I'd probably be at that point, to be honest, which is good. And yeah. Alright, so let's see. So we're up to 104, pretty much, whatever it was. And now let's come over to here then. We can actually get an additional 4.4. Does that add it to, or is that the new gain? So that seems to be the new gain, right? We'll wait for it to get to 5, I think. I think that would be quite a good amount. We'll just manually upgrade it from afar and just okay, we smashed that. All right, let's go up to like 10, man. Or maybe we just, let's see, what are we on? We're on 6. Okay, so it has slightly slowed down. I think we'll get this Ash upgrade to begin with first before we do anything, and then maybe we can try and get the next reset, or we'll just reset it again and just see what we go up to. Alright, so 8.73 with the upgrade. Let's continue to just click away then. I do want to try and get to 10 per second because that would be pretty solid. If we can get there, we're pretty much right there anyway. And there we go. So 10 Ash per second. The new gain is the total gain, by the way. It doesn't add it in addition to. It just replaces it, similar to how Stardust did. So yeah, just something to be aware of in case you did not know. Alright, let's keep the show on the road. We can now get these upgrades right here. We'll just spam miasma, I think. We definitely need to try and get some more because, yeah, we're just not really generating a lot at the moment. And now, did that reset my upgrades over here? I didn't even check. It did not. Alright, cool. So we've still got those going as they were, which is nice, because we need to try and max those out. We're up to, how much was I getting? Was I getting 1 SP per click? I believe I was, I think. Yeah, I definitely was. So yeah, we need to get back to that point. We definitely need to get back to 1 SP per click. That would be really good. I think we've lost all the previous wards as well. I don't know how much of a boost they actually give, but we may as well just max them out because why not? We just need marks and stuff anyway at this point. I don't think I'll be doing another Ash reset anytime soon because the amount we're gaining seems sufficient for where we are at the moment, in my own opinion. So we'll pick up what we can, get these going. Nice, we can just pick up a few more, get these resets done. Boom, boom. Just click away over here. Nice. And we will now max these out. Alright, really solid. So we've got what we need. We can just upgrade these really easy. And that's all pretty much good to go right now. So we just need like a red one or so. If we can find a few. Nice, we do indeed. And there we go. All right, so this world is extremely easy. It takes probably about 30 seconds, if that. And now I feel that we definitely got a boost because of the quasar upgrades. So yeah, definitely worth that in itself. And now we do need a few more levels. So we'll go up to the amount of 1 SP again, I think. So yeah, we're on 206, pretty much 207. There we go, 285. And again, a bit of a way to go. It's not necessarily too easy, but it's not too difficult. We definitely are back on track, at least in my own opinion. Ash has really helped us out tremendously, and it does allow me to just get back on track and progress again, which is of course the purpose of the game. Okay, so we're up to 550 pretty much. I think we do need this 100 SP upgrade. Before we do that, let's just buy this. We can just buy this, I guess, and there we are. We still do have these. We'll just chance it. Okay, we didn't get it, unfortunately. But that's fine. It's not meant to be anyway, of course. We'll buy this one, 2.33 SP per second, or per click, sorry. And yeah, it's looking really good. All right, so some solid upgrades right now. We're up to 267 again in terms of our realm. We do need to go up to 275, so we'll just buy a few upgrades, see what we can get. Definitely buy the manual luck upgrades as well, just to see if we can get the next manual luck itself. I don't know whether we will be able to or not, but you can only try, right? You can only try. And now we will just try and get everything up to 1 OC, and then I think we will buy some marks, okay? Again, a few upgrades to go. We'll prioritize miasma first, as it takes miasma to make miasma, and it just makes sense to get more per click before we buy luck and everything else. So we'll prioritize this one. Pretty much 1 OC right now. We'll have to get it, unfortunately, because it's less than 1 OC. And I did say we'll pass 1 OC. That's what I was implying. And yeah, it's not really slow. We're way past halfway right now. So we're gaining it at a decent pace. Definitely worthwhile having an auto clicker if you don't have one. I'd highly recommend to get one if you haven't. I just used the one in Logitech G Hub personally, and that serves me well, and has served me well for a while. All right, so 773. We need about, I don't even know, probably about 2 OC roughly to get to where we need to be in terms of these upgrades. And there we go, nice. And now we just need 3 more levels, which coincidentally takes it to level 67. And then it's time for some marks. It's absolutely time for marks at that point. All right, so 773 is what we need. Then we need at least 1 OC before we open the marks. There we go. And yeah, that's looking good. I think let's actually get the 1 OC upgrade. Yeah, we'll definitely get this manual luck upgrade first. Actually we won't. Let's get the marks open first. It should make this significantly easier. We're on 6.25 SP as it is, and then this will probably push us up to at least 10, I would imagine. So yeah, that should be pretty good. Over here then, 169k, which isn't too bad at all. And a decent amount of worm moon. I couldn't even say that then. And yeah, a decent amount. We're gaining about a few thousand, about 4k roughly. Just less than 4k it seems, so not too bad. And we're gaining more miasma from bloom, as you can see. So we're up to 3x on that one, 0.1 every 2 seconds it seems. So yeah, not too bad. And upgrades are upgrades, right? A decent amount up here. We do need 50 QA though to max it out still, so we're absolutely nowhere near doing that. And in this case, we'll just pause our potions again, and let's just get them all back on track. So 55, and we just passed that, so we'll have to get this one to 53, I guess. Okay, that would do, whatever. All right, so let's get this upgrade, and now we're up to 80 dash. So not too bad, right? I think we can just prioritize these. I believe if we upgrade more quasar, it should give me more miasma. So we're up to 16.79, and yeah, it did nothing. I mean, it's made it seems like we're gaining more manually, automatically, so it definitely did something. I think maybe not as much as I expected, but hey, an upgrade is an upgrade, right? Let's buy these then. 271 right now. We're trying to get to 275, remember. Let's come back over to here then and see what we've got going on. We can easily buy this one right there, so that's good to see. And now let's check what we're on. 1 in 57.69. So a slight decrease at least, nothing crazy, but hey, it is something, and it all does add up. So we'll get the miasma right here. I believe we need more marks, so we'll just grind a bit more miasma to begin with. I do at least want to get this next upgrade right here, as that would be pretty good for us to have, and it just makes the miasma gain just slightly better than what it is at the moment, and then that should mean it is, again, a bit quicker to get to where we need to be. So we'll go up to 2.5 OC. Actually, we'll go up to 5 OC, I think. That'd be a solid amount. And then at that point, we will buy the marks and see what we get. All right, so potions back on. And now we do get a decent amount of everything, it seems. Nothing really too crazy as such, but hey, everything does add up. These are going up very slightly, it seems. We're gaining about 1 trillion per drop right now, which is pretty good. So yeah, not too bad. We'll pause the potions again because we do absolutely need to do that. And now let's check out the ash. So ash is looking okay. We'll just buy this upgrade for the sake of it. 48. So we're gaining infinite ash, we're gaining a decent amount of ash, and we'll just get a few more upgrades. We'll go up to probably, in fact, we'll buy this first. We'll get back to where we were. We'll buy some more marks, I think. And then we'll get back to 10 OC, and then yeah, oops, that's not what I want to do. Whoa, we're nearly buying the wrong thing. And yeah, that's the danger of the auto clicker. All right, so not too bad. We'll go up to 10 OC. We're gaining a really decent amount right now. We'll check out the ash gain again quickly just to see where we're at. We're nearly at 275. I think let's get to 100 ash per second. That would be a really good place to be, I think. So yeah, there we go. And nice, we've easily hit that. So really solid. Let's now go back to where we need to be in terms of the overall upgrades. We'll just spam click through everything. We're up to a really solid amount already, actually. Wow. All right, this is really good. So decent progress. We're back to a decent amount. We're back on track to 1 SP already, which is greatly appreciated because it's where I need to be. It's absolutely where I need to be. Okay. So we're up to, again, 10 SP. So yeah, 10 SP already. We don't need any marks or anything. We just need to get back to where we were a second ago. I know we should probably just quickly go back to max out the previous world. It'll take like 10 seconds. So we may as well just click Quasar from afar. There we go. And now that should make this slightly easier, I believe, because one of the upgrades, I think, were more stars. So we'll get these. We can now almost max them out. We can max this out. We can now pick this up. We can do this. We can max this. And now we just need a few of these. Boom, 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 and so on. There we go. And perfect. So we've pretty much maxed this area out already. We just need a red one ideally. And there we go. All right, nice. So really easy. Took about 20 seconds or so with that. And now we're up to 11 SP miasma. Definitely did increase it, by the way, I'm sure, which is nice because it's what we need. All right, so back over to here then. We can just now grind out a ton of these. We'll go up to probably, we'll get the 10 OC upgrade again, I think, and then it's a good point to compare to where we were just a second ago. Any second now, boom, and any second now. Well, maybe not that quickly, but you know, it just takes a second, and then there we go. All right, cool. So we're pretty much back to where we were just a second ago, but now we do gain significantly more ash than before. We are up to 103, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. So we'll buy these, we'll buy this. I don't even know if that does anything, but we'll just buy it anyway. We'll get this level right here quickly. We only need a few hundred more, which we've now achieved. And again, that's all looking really good. So 271, we do need to prioritize our luck. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. We'll buy this miasma upgrade to begin with. And now we should be able to just get up to 70 of each, 69 on that one. We just need 10 OC, which is extremely easy. And then now we can just stockpile a ton of OC again, just to get these upgrades quickly. 30 OC on the manual luck, and then 45 on the next miasma upgrade. So we'll just go for 30 OC right here. And then that should help us out with our manual luck. All right, so let's go up to 45 OC, and then we'll buy the miasma upgrade. That should hopefully get us past 500 SP per click. It does indeed. And now we can just grind out a few root marks, I think. So we'll go up to probably about, I don't even know. Let's just buy the 100 OC miasma upgrade, or 98.8. Sorry, 97.8. And yeah, let's buy this one. There we go. And now I think let's get up to, we'll go up to 100 OC. I think we'll buy marks for 100 OC. And then we will try to push towards the next morph if possible, and then see what we can actually do. All right, so let's check out where we are right now. 50 QA, we're up to 1 QA right now, which is insane. We've made some really good progress on this mark today, which is exactly what I like to see. So stay tuned for the next one, as hopefully it's either maxed or on track to being maxed. All right, so let's close the potions off. We'll pause them for now, and then just get back onto the grind with this. We do need a few levels. We'll get this one. We'll buy this one as well. We are still only 73, or 273 in fact. And now we'll buy this right here. We can get the next 2 levels really quickly by the look of it. So we just need the more QI upgrade. Nice, we get the more quintillion upgrade right there. 274. Okay, so I think now what we do is we check out this. How much do we have? 19k. Let's buy the more ash upgrade first. Actually, more gain is insane, so let's just buy this upgrade. We'll get this to begin with, and then I think we can push for the next. Yeah, nice. So let's go up to 400. That'll be a solid amount. Perfect. And now we can just grind everything out one more time, and then we're all good to go. So right now we're on 48 trillion. Let's just go back to the other world and just do a quick comparison. So we'll quickly just grind this world out. It'll take like a second, and yeah, it won't really be too bad, right? So there we go. That's all maxed in the distance. We can now go for these, get a few resets right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we just need a few more of these stars. Boom, boom. Get everything we need right now, and there we go. So then just do the other resets, get these right here, and now we just need to pick up some more stars quickly. And now we are on track to maxing this world out already, which is good because it shouldn't really take too long. It seems to be taking a bit longer than expected, but we did manage to do it very quickly regardless. All right, so now we can check out this. It seemingly didn't actually do anything, so maybe I've just been trolled all along and wasted my time, but it's what it is. I think it's just good to have it maxed anyway because of the damage. If I decide to do the beast hunt, we've got it maxed. So that's the logic behind that, and that's why we're going to keep maxing it. All right, so over here then, let's get some more miasma upgrades. We'll get this one 13k. We'll keep an eye on that and get the 25k one fairly soon. We're up to 1.64 OC, which is really, really good. We can buy 3 miasma upgrades right away, and now we can actually buy another one, and we can probably buy the next one already. Well, we're absolutely crushing it right now. Let's get manual luck. I think we'll buy the next manual luck upgrade. Let's get the next miasma upgrade, I think, first, and then we'll go for the next manual luck upgrade. Actually, we'll go for the next miasma upgrade to begin with, as it's not quite 1 NO yet. So yeah, let's get this one right here. Nice 2.09 NO for that upgrade right there. Let's now push up to the next manual luck upgrade, which is now 3.8 NO, so we'll leave that as it is. We can get a ton of these. Nice, we're up to a decent amount. We can buy this upgrade right here. 274 right now on the realm level. Push up to this one as well. Try and get this next one, and still 274. So not too bad. We can get a 1 in 27k, which should be quite realistic, to be honest. I hope. So if we don't get it now, we'll probably just get it another time. Let's go for some of these then. So we'll buy 3 of these, 2 of these, and now we need a little bit more. I think, yeah, we was going to buy the other one, I know, but I just wanted to get this so we can get the next body morph, and then that puts us in a really strong position to see where we're at in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so 10x the ash, absolutely perfect, guys, absolutely perfect. So I think we'll probably wrap up the video in just a second. Let's just do this body morph then. There we go. And boom, that's all looking good. Perfect. And now we are all good to go. So more upgrades, more luck and everything. Pretty cool. Let's go back to the second world just to make sure we do max it, because otherwise I will forget. And if I do the beast hunt, like I mentioned, I will just forget that I've not got the damage and waste my time AFK in it, because that's just what I'll probably end up doing. I know that for a fact. Alright, so over here then, we can now go for these. Boom, get these back to where they need to be. Quickly just do this reset again. There we go, and buy those two. And now over here, we can pick up this. Why? Oh, are you kidding me right now? Alright, there we go. We'll pick up that one. And now max these. Perfect. Get this done. Get a few of these going. And one more to go, I think. The red one right here should do it. And perfect. So we've maxed out the World 2 immediately. Now we're back over to here. We do need to prioritize these upgrades, of course. And that's absolutely what we'll be doing. Be helpful if I actually started clicking the button, of course. And now we're pretty much back to where I was. All right, cool. So let's just spam miasma upgrades. We do need a ton of them. Nice. We can just power through these with ease because we're pretty much overpowered now compared to where I was just a second ago. We're up to 272 luck. Everything has doubled up as well, apart from manual luck, it seems, which is pretty good because, again, there's more upgrades to obtain and more luck, which helps us get towards the next goal and the next realm level. All right, so what we can do then is go for the upgrades to the NO again, back to where I was just a second ago. I think that would be a good point to get to. And then we will quickly open up a few marks. We'll get a few of the Ash upgrades and things. And then realistically, we'll just see where we're at in the grand scheme of things and decide what is best. All right, so we just need a few more upgrades. We'll just get this one, 2 more to go. And then we are pretty much all good right there. So one final upgrade, boom, there we go. Let's check out this. And it's still a 1 in 28k basically. I'll probably just get that one off camera. And nice, a bunch of Ash. We're up to pretty much 8k per second on the new gain, which we'll take at some point. And now I think let's go for more miasma. Yeah, more miasma. We'll just get a bit of luck, a bit of everything really. Nice, that will do for now. We'll just buy this one for the sake of it. And solid, really, really good stuff. I think that will do Ash for now. We are still 1 in 28k basically. I'm just going to buy a few of these. I just want to try and get to a decent amount. Actually, let's try and push up to DC if possible. And then see what we can bring the next manual luck thing down to. I do want to try and get that in this video, if possible. I think, yeah, let's just go up to... We'll go up to the 100 NO upgrade, which will be the one after this. We'll buy that. I'll get back to 100 NO, I think, because we are slowing down slightly in terms of progress, which indicates to me that we do need marks. So we'll go up to 96 NO, we'll buy this, we'll get back to 100 NO, or we'll get to 100 NO for the very first time, in fact, and then we will spam marks, get what we need, and then try to get the next manual luck upgrade, if we can, and then that should pretty much do it, I think. Alright, nice. Cool. So we've got what we need right there. We're now on realm 276. So an all-time high for your boy, which is good. And it's exactly what we need. So over here then, we are now up to 100 NO. Let's enable the potions, turn them back on. And we actually get the 2 Maya mark. So let's check out this one. It does give a boost to mark bulk and mark speed and miasma, but we've not got enough copies yet in order to really start seeing the benefits of that. And we've maxed out Vayne, which is good. So that maxes out at 216k in my case because of the World 2 upgrade, but if you're in this world, it will be 216k universally because you should have those upgrades maxed out already. Alright, cool. So let's see what we can do then. I think now we should just probably grind a... Oh, wow, okay. This is actually changing everything. Alright, so we're slightly overpowered. The marks definitely do help. So make sure you get your marks and get what you need from them, because at the end of the day, they're there to boost you and you will need them. Alright, so we're up to DC for the very first time. Let's just buy some of those. We actually maxed that one out, which is quite nice. We'll get this one to the DC mark as well, which we can now do. Perfect. And yeah, really solid. All right, so let's come back over to here then. We can actually buy an ash mark, which I'm actually tempted to do. Do you know what? We're just going to run it down. We're going to buy this. We get 9 cinder marks. Let's see what it does. And it just gives us a slight boost to ash. So yeah, was it worth it? No, not yet anyway. 1 in 16k. I'll probably end up getting this one off camera because yeah, we're just probably not going to get it anytime soon. So hopefully you did go on to enjoy the video. I know it's a bit late and my uploads have been all over the place at the moment, so I do apologize about that, and they'll be back on track fairly soon. Let's just open up. We'll buy this upgrade quickly. I do want to get to 100 DC, to be honest. Sorry, level 100 on more miasma. I think that'd be quite nice to end on, but we'll see. Let's just open up some marks. So yeah, oh, a decent amount of 2 Myers. So let's check out what we've got then. And again, it didn't really change too much, unfortunately. We do gain a decent amount, but again, it's nothing really crazy. So yeah, hopefully you did go on to enjoy the video. Let me know what you think. If you are new to the channel, do go ahead and subscribe. We'll upgrade this one right here whilst we can afford it. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. So thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you're new, check out the other videos, and I will see you in the next one.